It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Chicago Cubs and the Texas Rangers. Esteban Loaiza makes his big league debut right after this. Esteban Loaiza steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Hit back toward the mound. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
The next Cub up, Jason Hayward, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Cubs are down in order. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. John Lester will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Into the box now, number 10. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 10.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game one of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game two with a chance to set the tone in this series.
1-1 on its way from Lester. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2. Grounded weakly toward third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbled to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
Stepping in now, Jerry Hairston. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back in standing. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I got the count. 1-2.
He's running. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
In now, Alejandro Kirk, as he'll take a look at ball one. And he'll step off and fire to the bag, just keeping him close. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. Here it comes, 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And he's back standing. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Line drive to left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, We were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Vinny Castilla. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. Hairston is off at first with 2 away. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Now a curveball misses inside. Sharp ground ball to third. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1. We are still scoreless. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Loaiza has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
Not your normal put-away pitch, a 2-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Loaiza is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Cardona moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Jorge Cantu, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Jorge Cantu.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
we're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And it's fouled away. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
The 2-2 one more time. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So next to the plate for Texas, Rod Barajas. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and one strike. Now Lester's 0-1. Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and the nice soft hands.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Christian Villanueva. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Cantu stands at first with one out. In the dirt here. In time, and he is nailed at second. Two and one. Here's Lester's offering. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, Alfredo Amezaga.
Up next for the Rangers, Alfredo Amezaga. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
3-2 now. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
1-2.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. At the plate, Jose Cardona.
Leading off for the Rangers, the center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Cardona.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Softly hit out to short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. The batter coming to the plate now, number 10. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And now they've got him picked off. And a tag, and he is out easily.
I think he was going first pitch, first movement all the way, and apparently the pitcher knew it too, caught him leaning.
Into the box now, Jerry Hairston. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. To short. There's Baez. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rangers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. 1
ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. Almora with an even count, 2-2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Amezaga coasts under it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Ball and 2 strikes now. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready now, Alejandro Kirk.
For the Rangers.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vinny Castilla. The pitch. Liner toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Boy, Dero, it's
The
about
batter,
time they
number
got
3.
something brewing here.
Second
First
baseman,
pitch single, and
Jorge.
maybe now they can start to get some
And
traffic
2.
on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box, Jorge Cantu, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Rangers.
Now in the box, Rod
catcher.
Barajas. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. Almora is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Texas. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. High and deep to left center field. Cardona going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rizzo is retired. 2 down now.
The catcher,
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ. Snap throw to first. Not in time. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it feels like every time they've made contact, it's been hard contact. And the numbers certainly back that up. In total, they've hit an amazing 10 line drives in this game alone. And while some of those have resulted in outs, it's consistency that has this coaching staff feeling really good about what they're seeing right now.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Lester's 2-0 home. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alfredo Amezaga. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ripped on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Cardona. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah,
there's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Hairston looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Now
standing in now, Jason Kipnis. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit on the ground toward the left. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Almora.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Kipnis on at first, nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. The second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
In now, Jason Hayward. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 10. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Jerry Hairston.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball. Stepping into the box, Alejandro Kirk. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. Here comes the first pitch. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Alejandro Kirk has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Hairston at third. Kirk on second. Castilla is over at first with 1 away. And this one gets away. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself. Man on third, he just uncorks one. The runner alertly takes off immediately and gets their first run of the game just handed to him on a silver platter.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Standing in with the bases loaded, Rod Barajas, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH. Christian Villanueva. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight.